welcome. Have a block handy. We're going to be using this throughout the class today. And we'll start lying down on our backs. Okay, so nice and easy. Let's work our way in slowly, as I always like to. And we start hug your knees into your chest. Arms over the tops of the shins. And we'll just start off by rocking from side to side. So whatever time of the day that you're doing this, might be in the morning with me, or maybe you're doing it a little bit later. Just checking in with how your body is today. You're going to have to be mindful whatever time of the day you're doing this class. In the morning now, hopefully you've been lying down for at least 7 hours, if you're lucky 8. So just giving your body a little bit of time to get used to being upright and in different shapes. So like we did yesterday, you can bring your knees together and then just start to do those circles, keeping those knees glued together and using your arms to create a nice big circle with the legs. Enjoying the massage on your back. We'll just take the circle the other way. It's a good time to really look at how your hips are today and how is your breathing today. So starting to take those long breaths in and long breaths out. And then we're opening the knees away from each other, bringing them back to the center. So you get this nice big circle now with each leg. And try and split your awareness between both hips now. Taking the circle the other way. Good. And just for a few moments, soles of the feet together, knees open, arms up and over your head. Just let the backs of the hands rest on the floor. Let the knees open to their fullest. Take those long breaths in through your belly, well, your belly expanding rather. And long breaths out, just relaxing into the shape and into your body. Inhaling, feeling that expansion. Exhaling, everything drawing into you. One more breath. So every round drawing you deeper within yourself, letting go of whatever's happening later, whatever has already happened. Right, guys, carefully, we're going to push the feet together, squeeze the belly back, and then lift the hips up. And just see how that feels there this morning. Do little wiggles with the hips if that feels good, just awakening those legs. And then lower the spine down. Let the knees open again to their fullest. I always find they drop down a little bit more. So keep your breath flowing. We're going to bring the knees up together and just take the feet up to the sky. Yeah, and just circle the ankles. Start to get the blood flowing down the legs, boosting your circulation. Point and flex through your feet as well. And we'll keep the left leg in the sky and lower your right foot flat onto the floor. Catch hold of your block and you're going to place your block on top of your left foot. Once it feels balanced, then you're going to straighten this left leg. So we played with this in the nurturing class yesterday. Now you might have a cork block, which are a little bit harder. So be careful that that doesn't fall on your face. Even more, it's even more important for you to stay balanced with the block. And then start to just take circles with the leg. And what I like about this is how much more mindful you have to be. And also that it just feels a little bit more mindful within the hip. So the way that the leg is moving within the hip. All that concentration and all that focus just seems to make me think even harder of how I'm moving the leg within the hip. You should definitely feel a river of fluid running down your legs the other way. Okay. Try taking the circle the opposite way now. Good. All right, now we're very slowly going to start to bend the left leg, turning the knee out towards the side, like a half happy baby. And then straighten the leg. Take it all the way back. Okay. So try that 2 more times. Just bending the knee, taking the knee out to the side. Trying to make sure the block doesn't fall on your face. Have your hands ready in case. And then straighten the leg. Try it 1 more time. Bending the knee, taking the knee out to the side. Can you add a bit more weight now? Pressing down through the outer right leg. Don't let your left hip lift up. And then straighten that right leg. Good. Hopefully the block is still there. Of course, you can do all of that without a block. But you're going to bend the left leg and catch hold of the block. And shake out that right leg. Sorry, left leg. Let's try the other side. So pop your left foot on the floor. Actually, let's just cross the left ankle over the front of the right thigh. Yeah. Like you're threading the needle. Relax that left hip. How's that feeling there? Breathing in. And breathing out. We'll thread the needle, taking the hands around the right leg, and we'll draw the knee in. Use your left elbow to keep that left knee open. Flexing your left foot. Nice, good. And releasing the right foot onto the floor. Release the left foot onto the floor. And we'll take the right leg up to the sky now. So you can bend the right leg. Find where the block can balance on your foot. And once it's there, straighten the leg. Okay, now start to work out how does the foot need to be to keep it balanced? How does the leg need to be? You know, if you struggle to have your leg straight here, then the block won't stay there. So don't worry, do it without the block. But we'll do little circles now with that right leg. Okay, so maybe this feels different to the other side. It's much easier for me on this side. Painting a circle with the block. And just tuning into how the leg moves within the hip. Feeling the inner thighs, feeling the strength of the leg. Feeling the balance of the block. And take the circle the other way. So if you're doing this with your hand, you'd probably try and cheat and curl the fingers around the edges of the block. And you can't really do that with the toes. And then a half happy baby, turning the knee out to the side, bending the right leg, trying to squeeze the right thigh outside the right rib cage. And then straighten the leg, take it all the way back. If you have got a cork block, maybe have your hands by your head in case it falls. Bend the knee, turn the knee out to the side. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Don't let the tailbone lift. And then straighten the leg, take it all the way back. Last time, bend the knee, squeeze it out to the side. You can go a bit lower this time. Trust in yourself, trust in the block. And then straighten the leg. So you're going to bend the knee to catch hold of the block. And then cross the right ankle over the front of the left thigh now. Let's take a moment, relax the hip. Maybe you can feel all that tingling going down your right leg. And then you can thread the needle, hands going around your left leg, drawing the knee into the chest and enjoying that stretch to the outer right leg, outer right hip. Flexing your right foot. Take one more breath. Good. All right, releasing the left foot. Take the right leg up to the sky. Good. Both legs up to the sky. Give them a nice shake. Free of the block now. And you can take the hands behind the thighs. Just start to roll up and down your spine. It's a nice little way to get you into your child's pose. So when you're ready, you can cross your legs. Take your feet behind. Now have your toes tucked under, especially your baby toes, so sometimes they're a bit short. Take hold of the block, place it on top of your heels, and then sit down onto the block. So the whole weight of your body is being distributed evenly through the toes. Inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale, let the elbows bend and see if you can lift the chest up. So just waking up those shoulders a bit. You're going to round into the back, bring the elbows and the hands to meet, chin to chest. And again, inhale, lift the arms up, lengthen the spine and elbows bend, squeeze the shoulders together. Tucking the tail, rounding into the back. Hopefully those toes are warming up. Last time, inhale, lift the arms up and elbows bend, open up the chest. And then round into the back, chin to chest. If you haven't got a block, don't worry, do it without the block. Good. From here, you can release the hands. Now, untuck the toes, just hold on to the block there while you do that. Sit the bum back onto the block. And then release your body over your legs. So you're in your child's pose, the block's kind of hovering on your heels, providing a nice platform for your bum. And this might be giving you a little bit too much stretch through the arches of your feet or through the fronts of your feet. So if you need to take the block away, take it away. Try and push the hips back into your heels. Nice big breath in. And a long breath out. Grab the floor with your hands. Roll back up. I'm going to take the block away. You're going to pop the block now, nice and close to your hip flexors. Push down to lift tall. Lay over the block. Your knees are together, your feet are together. And relax the head down. So it might well hover off the floor here. If it is hovering, then maybe you could give the head a little shake so you're not getting tense in your neck. And while you're here, just take nice big breaths into your belly. The block just giving you that extra space in your back. Long breath out as you relax into those legs. Take one more breath. Let's lift yourself up enough to take the block away. And so now sink down into your child's pose. Notice how much better that feels. So for me, that just gives me a nice extra stretch. The block kind of prepping you before you get down. Take one more breath here. Now, looking forwards, come up onto all fours. Straight into your cat-cows, letting the belly sink, lift the head, chest up. As you exhale, round into the back, chin to chest. Good. A few more times, just in your own time. Go with the rhythm of your breath. You're warming up your spine, you're waking up your glutes, waking up your arms, your shoulders. And we're getting the energy to travel down your spine. So with every breath, that energy traveling up and down your spine. Good, last time. Start to draw big circles with the shoulders now. You're pushing away from the floor, rounding into the upper back. Getting nice and mobile through those shoulders. And then try taking the circles the other way, towards the ears and round. And then keeping the shoulders still, bring that into the hips, tucking the tail as you go under, and then arching the back as the tailbone goes up. So it's a bit of core activation there. And we'll take the circles the other way. That's this next one that I'm really looking forward to today. So come back to neutral. And you're going to squeeze your right hip towards your right shoulder. So you're closing this right side and lengthening this left side. Have a little look over your right shoulder. You're squeezing the right side towards the left, towards the shoulder. And if you want a little bit more, walk the left fingertips over towards the right side and then lift the hand up off the floor. You're breathing in. It's like you're trying to go around the corner. And then breathing out, bring it back. Bring your body back and then bring your left hip towards your left shoulder. So you're crunching the left side now, left obliques. Look over the left shoulder, creep your right hand over towards the left side and breathe into this right side. So strengthening the left, stretching the right. Lovely, coming back. Bring your body back to the center. We'll take it into a puppy pose so you can let your belly sink and lift your chest up. Now walk your hands forwards. So chest down, chin maybe hovering, chest maybe hovering. See where you're at. Maybe some days you get flat down here and today not. Yeah, just listen to it. It's no big deal. Breathing in. And breathing out. Good. Very carefully walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. It's always nice to do a little counter pose here so you round into your back, chin to chest. And then come back to neutral. We're going to go into our first downward facing dog. Tuck those toes, lift the hips up and back and find down dog. Wiggle the hips from side to side. Getting into those hamstrings, getting into those hips. Then try circling your hips here as well. See if you can work it out. That's it, circle it the other way. You push down through your left foot and lift your right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and open up the hip. And bring your right knee into your nose. Right foot's going to land inside the right thumb. Now slide that left leg back a bit. Come onto the fingertips, just rock forwards and back. Waking up these legs now. Okay, you're going to lower your left knee to the floor. Now catch hold of your block. You may or may not be able to rest the block underneath your sit bone. Yeah, so if you can, pop the block there. Feel the sit bone pressing down into the block and then just rest the hands on the knees. So that's totally fine if you haven't got a block, you're just in a low lunge. If you are with the block, push down to the sit bone and lift the chest up. Breathing in, you still want active right leg, so right hamstring and right heel pushing into the floor, but maybe you can work on the front of this left hip a little bit more. Inhaling, good, and exhaling. And take a little twist from here. So take the arms up to the sky, bring your palms together, keep the hips as they are, just twist towards the right. Back of the left arm is on the right knee, and then push down. So notice with the block, I mean for me, I go a lot less, I twist a lot less. So it says something that when we do it without the block, we adjust through the hips rather than going to where our mobility is. One more breath. Lovely, release, hands come down. We'll take the block to one side and then just come back onto your left knee and draw your right toes to the sky. Inhale, draw the head, chest forwards. Exhale and fold over the leg. Good. You can do a little wiggle, if wiggling helps you. Lifting the right hip up and then dropping it back down again. Yes, we're going to step back onto that right foot. Hands come either side, lift the back knee and then front foot to the back. Let your thighs drop, let your hips drop, but keep the head, chest lifted, gaze forwards and then propel the hips back up, down dog. And again, come up high on the toes, roll yourself forwards into plank, let the hips drop, lift the head, chest up, and then swing the hips up, down dog. So you need your core to work there. Last time, come up onto the toes and roll forwards into plank. Let the thighs drop, let the hips drop, lift the head, chest, swing back up, downward dog. Okay, left leg lifts to the sky. Bend the knee, open up that hip. Feel the stretch through the right leg. Moving the knee into the nose, foot inside the hands. Start to rock forwards and back so we know what's happening there. Prepare these legs. We're going to lower the right knee to the floor. Release the toes. Now, if you manage to get the block on one side, you should be able to get it on the other side. So it might be that you don't get down low enough for the block. So don't worry, then you do it without the block. Rest your hands on your knees, lift your chest up. And so you spend a moment, active left leg. Yeah, so with the block there, you could just relax. But we're going to be active, pushing down to the left leg, lifting your chest up. Squeezing the hip down into the block. Keeping those hips level. And breathing in. And breathing out. Good. Now we can lift the arms up. Bring the palms together. And start to twist towards the left. Right elbow onto your left knee. Push down and fully feel the twist from there. Breathing in just to what you've got available. And breathing out, feeling the spine slowly unwind as it winds. Good, release. Take the hands either side, front foot. So we're going to come back onto the right leg and draw the left toes to the sky. You can do your little hip up, hip drops, hamstring stretching. Inhale, chest to toes. Exhale, fold over the leg. Good, we're going to step back onto that left foot, hands are either side. Lift the back knee off the floor, front foot to the back. Let the hips drop, let the head, chest lift up, core strong, don't dump in your back. Hips up, down, dog. And again, come forwards into your plank. Let the hips drop, let the head, chest lift. And then hips up, down dog. Make sure it's the core helping you. Last time, come up high, roll forward, spine plank. Hips drop, head, chest lifts, core strong to swing you back. Breathing in once you're in your down dog. Breathing out, lift the hips up. Okay, lift your right leg up to the sky, bend the knee and open up the hip. And you're going to bring your right foot inside your right thumb again. Catch hold of your block. Take it down towards the back of the mat and slide your leg back until you can rest your thigh on the block. Now, if that's too deep, don't worry about it. Do a normal high lunge, okay? Hands come onto the knees and take a moment just to settle into it. So the block is above your knee, supporting your thigh. It is deep. If it's too deep for you, come out and into your normal high lunge. Okay, otherwise really harden into that back leg. Lift your arms up. Bring the hands heart center and then twist towards the right. Left elbow onto your knee. Push down through the palms. Breathing in. Really harden into that back leg. And breathing out. Good, release. If you've got the block there, take it away. And you're going to bring your back foot in one step and start to straighten into both legs. So the back toes are out slightly on an angle, front toes facing forwards. Inhale, draw the head, chest forwards. Hands can be on your block here if you need to. Exhale and fold over this right leg. You got lots of weight in that back heel. You're squeezing your right hip back. One more breath. There, guys, you're going to slide your right foot back. Perhaps you need to walk your way back into down dog a bit. And then roll yourself forwards into plank. So this time, drop your knees, arch your back, bend your elbows, lower your chest and your chin, squeeze your shoulders back. And then we lower the legs down flat. Push down through the hands to lift your head, chest up. And then take it back, downward facing dog. Finding new little pathways to keep things fresh. Left leg lifts up to the sky, bend the knee and open up that hip. We're going to bring your left knee into your nose, left foot inside the hands. All right, so normal high lunge, or take your block back, slide the leg back until the leg lands on the block. You could be here just with the hands down, or you can bring your hands up onto your knee. Yes, it is low, it is deep. Listen to it. Yeah, if it's too much, start again, come back into high lunge, just your normal high lunge. Okay, lift your arms up. Get a nice big stretch to the front of that right hip there. Okay, hands heart center, and then twist towards the left. Right elbow onto the knee, push down to the palms, and you're breathing mindfully into the shape. Hardening into that back leg, enjoying it. Well done, guys, and then you can release. Take the hands down. Now take the block away if it's there, and then bring the back foot in one step. Your back toes are out slightly, turned out slightly. Front toes facing forwards. Inhale, chest forwards. Exhale and fold over the leg. You want the weight equally distributed through both feet. Have your hands on the block if you need to. Inhale, chest forwards. Exhale and fold. And you are not on a tightrope here. You're either side of the tightrope with the feet. Yeah? Good. We are going to slide the left foot back to the right. Adjust yourself into down dog. Come up high onto the toes. Roll yourself forwards into plank. And lower your knees. Arch your back. Elbows bend. Lower down. Hold it there a moment, squeezing your shoulders back. And then when you're ready, let your legs lie flat. Push down to come up into your cobra, your upward dog. And then take it up and back into your downward facing dog. Nice big breath in through the nose. Exhale, lift those hips up higher. Let's keep moving, right leg lifts up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. How's that feeling there? Right knee comes into the nose, place the right foot by your left thumb. Slide the left leg back, drop the back heel, 45. Catch hold of your block. You're going to place it on its high edge in front of your right foot. Put the block on, the hand onto the block, and then start to turn the chest towards the left. Left fingers to the sky. I want you to push down through the hand to twist the chest towards the left. Left arm can come up and over at your head, so you might not be so low as you might normally be in your side angle, but you're using your hand, using your front heel, using your back foot to find that strength. Tuck your tail, open up the knee away from the arm. One more breath. You're going to keep this front leg where it is, keep the block in the hand, lift it up, take the block into both hands above your head, if you've got the block. I'm going to lean towards the back, push the bottom hand into the top hand, or bottom hand into the block, and top hand into the block. Breathing into this right side. And then release. Take the block all the way down, pop it on the floor. Right hand outside the right foot, left arm up and overhead. Pick your back heel up, heel to the right foot over to the right. Now it's a bit of a long stance, but straighten both legs without bringing that back foot in. So the heel might be off the floor. Inhale. If you like, as you exhale, squeeze your right toes towards your face. You're going to swing your right leg to the back of the mat now. Play with, trying to keep this right leg straight. As you swing it back into plank, and then your vinyasa. Elbows brush by the ribs. Push down to cobra, up dog, and then back into your downward facing dog. How does that feel? Left leg swings up, then the knee open up the hip. Now we're going to bring your left foot next to your right thumb. All right, you've got to slide your right leg back a bit because we want to be nice and low. Drop the back heel 45, catch hold of your block. Have it on its high edge. It's on the inside of that left foot. Start to twist the chest towards the right. Right fingers to the sky. So now you're pushing down through that left hand to spin the left side of your body towards the right. And you're pushing down through that front foot. But pushing to as well in that back foot. Take the arm up and over your head and try and draw your knee, that left knee away from your left arm towards the left side. Breathing in. Good. And then breathing out, keep hold of the block in the hand. Lift the block up, arm up. Catch hold of the block and then start to lean towards the back leg. Add more by pressing the hands into the block. Inhaling. And then exhaling, coming all the way back. You can pop the block down. Left hand outside left foot. Right hand comes down. Now we've got a wide stance here. Walk the left foot over and then work on straightening that left leg. Your right heel might be off the floor, that's fine. You can start to work the left toes towards your face. Yeah. Use blocks, adjust the legs if they're too wide. Do what feels good for you. And from here, try and swing that left leg back straight. It might be impossible. You give it a go. Come into plank, elbows brush the rib cage. Push down to lift the chest up and take it back downward facing dog. Breath in through the nose. Breath out, hips up high. All right, lift the right leg up, bend the knee, open up that hip. And bring your right foot next to the left thumb again now. Make sure the block is nearby. Okay, I'm going to ground the back heel 45. Catch hold of the block like you did last time. Put it in front of that right foot. And then spin left arm to the sky. So you're back here. It should feel okay now. Yeah, look down. Squeeze your legs. Let's bring your arms up. Catch hold of the block so you've got it on its wide edge. Inhale, lift tall and lean back. Press the hands into the block. Add that extra strength and straighten the front leg. Come into your triangle. Yeah, so you can keep squeezing hold of the block. Keep lengthening through the right side. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze your legs together, squeeze your arms together. Isn't it nice? Really bend the front leg, come back, warrior two with the arms up. And you're going to take the hand down with the block in it. Place it onto the floor, just feel forwards of your foot. Rock onto the foot. You probably want to take your block a little bit further away again. Left arm is to the sky, start to raise your left leg, half moon. And I want you to use the block to push away from. Yeah, use the block to push away from. Twist the chest towards the left. Find that balance. Flex through your back foot, active foot. One more breath. Going to come back to warrior two, guys. Bend the right leg. Left foot lands at the back of the mat, come back, warrior two. Well done, take the block down. Right hand down, Left hand follows. Walk the right foot over to the right and then straighten the right leg. Yes. Yeah, you can have your hands on the block. You can have the legs closer together. This same time, take the right leg back into a three-leg dog. So slide the right leg back straight if you can. Take the right leg all the way to the sky into a three-leg dog. Come up high to your toes and now bring your shoulders over your hands. Let the elbows brush the rib cage as you lower. Lower the right foot, lift the head, chest up, cobra. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. Breathing in, lift the hips up. Breathing in. Looking forward to the left side, lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, open up that head. Okay, so you know this bit, bring your left foot inside your right thumb. Slide the right leg back, lower the back heel. Catch hold of your block, have it on its high edge. Left hand on the block, twist, right arm to the sky. Holding it there. Keep hold of the block as you bring your arms up. Squeeze the block and lean back. Keep squeezing the block with the arms for that extra stretch. Well, straighten the front leg. Now bring the left side of your body almost parallel with the floor. Keep the right hand pressing into the block, the left hand pressing into the block. Feel all that strengthening there. Inhale. Good. Exhale, bend your front knee and then release the block in the left hand. Lower it just forward of your feet. Now you're going to walk the weight onto the left foot. Maybe you take the left hand a bit further forwards. Start to stand onto your left leg and lift your right leg up, your right arm to the sky here. So you're in your half moon now. Flex through your back foot, push through the left hand. Use the block to push into and to get longer through the left side of your body. Okay, remember, we want to come back to warrior two. Okay, so bend the supporting leg, take the leg all the way back, lift your arms up, and then you can take the block down, left hand outside left foot, right hand comes up and over. Are you breathing? Left foot over to the left side, straighten the left leg, straighten the right leg. Adjust, make this one suit you. As you exhale, slide the left leg back, straight if you can, and into your three-leg dog. Doesn't matter if you do bend the leg, it's fine. Come up high into your right toes, bring your shoulders over your hands, and then elbows brush the rib cage. Lower your left foot, lift the head, chest up. Take it up and back into your downward facing dog. Whew. Breath in. Breath out, lift those sit bones up. You get a little moment, lower the knees, big toes touch, relax the tummy, chest, head in between your legs. Yeah, so how's all that feeling so far? Where did you feel the strength, especially when you're holding onto the block with two hands? And if only you could find that without the block, isn't it? Sometimes it feels like you can kind of just fluff your way through it, but the block definitely helps you to know where you should be feeling it. Take one more breath. Okay, your last flow. Come back up onto the hands, knees together, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. All right, let's get going. Right leg lifts up, bend the knee and open up that hip. Bring your right knee into your nose, right foot lands inside right thumb. Okay, now once you're there, you're in a low lunge or high lunge, but with the hands down. Catch hold of your block. Take it so it's on its long edge. Reach the arms forwards. Now try and lift your belly up off your thigh. Hold it there. And then push down to your right leg to lift your arms up. And come up, lift the chest up. Hold it there. Breathing in, squeeze the arms past the ears if you can. Lift the chest up. Press the hands into the block. And then ground the back heel. Adjust your front foot. Find warrior two. Keep squeezing the block. That's it. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, lean towards the back, reversing the warrior. Straighten the front leg, bring it into triangle. Yes, right side long. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the block. Good, bend your front knee, come back. Warrior two, back into your half moon. Right hand comes down. Get onto that right foot, lift the left leg, push the block into the floor as you twist the chest towards the left. All right, so now you're relying on that right hand on the block. Take the left arm up and over your head and see if you can bring the block towards your left hand. And then twist, twist, twist. Now it might be tough, but go with it. And then can you bend the right leg, come back into your warrior two without opening up the door with your foot. Big circle, are you breathing? Right hand down, big circle, left hand up and over. Adjust yourself, straighten the front leg, or bring that back foot in, whatever you need to do. And you're going to swing your right leg up to the sky. 3-leg dog. All right, a little bit of a, I don't even know what day it is. I think it's Wednesday. Wednesday challenge. Look in between your hands, bend the left leg. You're going to try and jump off your left leg, the right leg to the sky, and lower down. 3 little jumps. You might not get off the floor, that's fine. You might get off the floor. Last one, nice and elegant. Good, and then you can do your vinyasa with the leg up or put it down. High onto the left toes, roll yourself forwards, elbows brush the rib cage. Lower the right leg as you lift your chest up. And we take it back, downward facing dog. I hope you enjoyed that. Breathing in. And breathing out. Last side, left leg lifts up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Bring your left foot next to your right, knee into nose. Foot next to the left thumb. All right, get yourself comfy here. Strong legs. Catch hold of the block. Yes, reach forwards and try and lift your belly off your thigh. From there, lift yourself up. Notice which muscles are helping you to lift up, and then try and squeeze your arms past your ears as you lift your chest up. Good. You're going to drop the back heel, come into warrior two now, arms straight up by the ears. Lean over towards the back, press the arms in towards each other. Straighten the front leg, come into triangle pose. Keep squeezing the arms together. Good, coming back, warrior two. Take the block into the left hand, just forwards of the left toes. Come onto the left foot. Find where you can come into your half moon. Using the block to help you. Taking the right arm to the sky, lifting through that right leg. All right, so maybe you just hover the left hand off the floor, that's enough. More, the right hand comes over your head, and then you reach for the block. So I got the wall in the way. See if you can get there. And then bend the supporting leg, come back into your warrior two. Did you breathe? Good, take your left hand down. Big circle with this right arm. Pick the heel up, walk the left foot over. You can bring that back foot in, or just straighten the legs here so it's a little wide past Uttanasana. You can swing your left leg all the way back, keeping it straight if you can. That's just an option we're aiming for. A little bit of fun. Look in between your hands, keep the legs in the shape that they are. You're going to bend your right leg, jump off the right foot, left leg goes over the shoulders, and then you lower back down. Try it a few times, even if you just get a millimetre off the floor. Just play with it. Good, then from here, come up high to your right toes, roll yourself forwards into your plank. Your elbows brush. Lower the left foot, lift your head, chest up, and then take it up and back into your downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. All right, guys, look in between your hands, bend your knees, cross your legs as you jump towards your hands, set your bum down onto the floor. Shake out those legs. How are we doing? All good? Full of beans, full of beans. So you're going to bend your left leg, sole of the foot to your right thigh. Last few things to calm down now. Pop the block on top of your right thigh, if you've got one. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, fold over the leg. Yeah. And you know, sometimes if you can't quite fold forwards enough, then the block becomes useless. Yeah, so you'll play with that as you need to. You can use your left hand to squeeze that right knee down. Left knee down. Let the breath slow and calm you down now, after all that fun. Lifting up, release the block, and then see if that's helped you to get a little bit deeper into your Jamu Sirsasana pose. There's a story, this pose comes from the ladies when they used to grind their wheat, doing their little circles here. Good. Lift yourself back up. Let's just bend this right leg. So you've got this left leg nice and supporting there. You're going to straighten out your right leg. Well, actually, just hover your right foot off the floor. Take your left hand outside of your right foot. And then just try and twist the chest towards the right. You can have your right fingers on the floor. Maybe you can work on straightening this right leg. Just twisting the chest. All nice options there. Breathing in. Breathing out. Can you lift your right arm up off the floor? So you're twisting a bit more towards that right side. Right arm comes up and over your head. Catch hold of the foot and draw the leg towards your head. Yeah, now you can always have the leg bent. Squeeze it up. See where you're at. And then we can release. Lower it back down. Change sides. Left leg out. Right foot in a left thigh. Catch hold of the block, place it right by the crease of the hips. Lift up tall, and then hinge over. If you can catch hold of your feet, notice if your baby toes are turning in. Try and draw them back. Hands can be on the floor. And again, maybe the block's not doing anything for you, so you don't need to have it there in that case. If you can use the block to push into, go for it. This right hand can be encouraging your right knee down. Lift up enough to slide the block out. And then sink over this left leg. Yeah, have you created a bit more space there now? Nice, guys. Okay, slowly come back up. You're going to bend the left leg. So this might be enough for you here. Maybe you could just squeeze the thigh into the chest. And you keep the leg bent. Catch hold of the outer left foot with the right hand. And this is enough. You know, if you can push down through that right hand, that's going to help you to get tall. Left fingertips can be on the floor, or you can straighten that leg. But work on the twist. And also work on that right knee pushing down. Left hand can come off the floor if you are with bent leg or not. And then left arm can come up to the sky. And we catch hold of the foot or behind the leg. Maybe the leg is bent there. And we draw the leg towards the head. One more breath. Now you've got strong legs, guys, so you could point the toes and then just slowly lower that leg down. I know you've got those strong legs. And release the legs, both legs out in front. Inhale, push down and tilt the pelvis forwards to lift up tall. And then exhale, fold over your legs. How does that feel? I'm going to go from here into a bridge pose. So reaching the arms forwards, rounding into the back, pointing the toes. Start to lower yourself all the way down onto the mat. Once you get there, you can bend your knees. Counterposing all this forward folding. Oh, the hips should feel amazing after all of that. But we're going to push down through the hands and lift the hips up. Interlace the hands and draw your shoulder blades together. Nice, I want to stay there if that's enough. Or if you can do a wheel, then do a wheel today. Fingers towards the shoulders. Press down through the hands. Make your way into your wheel. So again, we haven't done loads of back bending, but get this in. If you can, bridge or wheel. And then bringing your chin to your chest to lower yourself down and feel each of the vertebrae there. Feet as wide as the mat, windscreen wide for the legs. Awesome, guys. Bring the soles of the feet together, just like you started. Arms up and over your head. You can have a sigh. Big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, and sigh it out. Eyes closed, face relaxed. You did it. You took this time for you, ready to move through this beautiful day. Calm, focused, strong, flexible. Taking any lessons from your mat with you into your day today. Just enjoying this little moment of quiet and of stillness. If your breathing is quite laboured, yet still then watching that slow down. Maybe it's already calm, steady, and you can let it go. If you want to extend your legs to the corners of the mat, then you can do that. If you're happy where you are, stay there for a few more moments. Now the stillness is as important as all the strengthening, as all the flexibility. This is the moment you'll find your true strength. This is the moment that you're faced with your true self. And you're welcome to stay there as long as you need. But if you need to get going, get moving into the day, start to move your toes, start to wiggle your fingers. We'll take a big breath as you reach the arms up and over your head. And roll to the right side into a fetal shape. Keeping your eyes closed, come up to seated to face the front. We'll sit in any shape that feels good for you. Palms together, thumbs into the chest bone. In gratitude to your blocks today. Or maybe not, maybe you want to throw them there. Big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, side out.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. Hopefully I'll see you in the pod in the week or see you soon. Let me know if you need anything.